Buddy, it's Monday. Monday. So I had to go into town and pick up a couple of things today that I forgot to get the other day, or didn't get. One item didn't get enough of, the other one I didn't. I forgot to get it. So every time I go back and forth, just so you, for those who don't know, I live on near Vancouver, BC, Canada. Oops, get rid of this. And so I live out near what's it called? Abbotsford, in that area, in Alder Grove. And this time of the year is corn. Like the Okanagan Valley has, oh God, this whole incredible valley that I'm close to. You know, we got cherries, blueberries, etc., and corn. So I decided to treat myself to some corn. And wasn't feeling like eating anything earlier. So tomorrow it's going to be corn. Yeah, nice big. And this is something I learned quite a while ago about cooking corn. Don't take the tusks off. Don't take nothing off. If you want to wrap it in tin foil, good. Put it in the oven. And then when you're done, you have two ways to doing this, but cut this part off here, about here down, and just, and the whole tusk, everything just comes right off. It's clean as a whistle. That's how I cook or barbecue corn. Yeah. So, whoa, sorry about that. I need to do some changes here. But I'm on here now, and see where we go. Hello, Sarah. Oh my goodness. Nice to see you. Very, very nice. And speaking about Sarah, Sarah Jane Walsh is her name. Well, we connected over 2 years ago. She found me through Light Language Lounge, which was a weekly gathering. And then she was the first person who joined my private sacred group, which is called the Alchemist Intuitive Soulful Guitarist. And so a year and a half ago, it was January of last year, we had our first actual conversation. It was the most beautiful conversation I've ever had with anybody. It was just amazing. And I'm just so grateful for who she is and everything she is about. And for our friendship, our personal friendship, but also my relationship. I'm going to go, before I say that, to clarify, to be very clear, a lot of us are very connected to Jesus and Mary Magdalene, which Sarah has always been. And then she got COVID in September 2021, I believe it was, and she damn near died. She made an agreement with Jesus that she would do his work because she didn't want to leave. She has two boys, young men now. And so she's embodied Jesus. And this was Jesus' gift to her for Valentine's Day, February of 2022, though it was channeled in March because, yeah, March, because I moved in here. It was channeled very shortly after I moved in here. So this is called Sarah's Sacred Heart. Here we go. That was a God smacker. Oh, wow. Thank you for your beautiful energy. Um, I'm just going to save this by itself because that was pretty friggin' sweet. So, if Roxanne, if you're still here, I want to show you this because Roxanne lives in Calgary. We're actually both from the East Coast. She's from Nova Scotia and I'm from Prince Edward Island. And she lives in Calgary. But I have some Chilliwack corn I picked up today. So I'm going to be cooking some corn tomorrow for myself. And yeah, so I'm a little bit excited for this. Taste it. I can taste it actually. Sarah's Sacred. I'm just gonna make a note here, just so I know. And just so you guys know, I use a Zoom H5 recorder while I'm playing. Of course, I have total control what I do, and meaning this, sometimes I just let the tape run. And I did this yesterday, and I'm doing it today, which is fine. Is just doing that one recording, just what I did here with Sarah's Sacred Heart, and just now it's isolated to being on a track by itself. And yeah, there's a shift that's happened inside of me. A lot of shifts have happened to me since the beginning of this year, let alone February, March, April, May, June, July, and we're about to start August tomorrow. And the one thing that I've noticed for myself in August 21, it was magical, the shifts in me. August of last year was freaking magical. I know that starting, tomorrow for the entire month, there's going to be so much magic. But what's been happening primarily for me in the last couple of months, I'm trusting myself at a level. I've always trusted what I get to do, meaning channeling energy. That I've always trusted, but I'm trusting myself at a completely incredible level and allowing and trusting whatever's coming through. This started a couple months ago, and I've been sensing, feel my way through it, but the more I step into it, it's just the way Sarah's song was just played. It just, there's an energy behind it that is just phenomenal. Yeah, it's just phenomenal. I'm in awe of what I get to do. Just fucking in awe. Just, yeah. Let's see where we go now. Turn my air conditioner back on because it's hot, big time, and it's the only way I can play right now is with the air conditioner on. So instead of you guys hearing the air conditioner going, all you're gonna do is hear me, but I get to feel the air conditioning on coming from my backside here, which is plenty. Anyway, here we go. Forgot to turn my Zoom on. Okay. Um, whew, that was pretty cool. There is some character, I'll put it that way, and I tried to read it, and I couldn't even read it because it was just, I just felt the energy like looking for somebody who's vulnerable to, you know, the only word I know how to describe these people, the word trolls. I got a few sisters that these trolls keep on appearing, and there's different kinds of trolls, right? Just it's just it's just sad that people feel they have to operate on that level, on that lower frequency. I choose not to go there. I just choose not to. And so I just blocked his comment, because I'm not even really 100% sure at this moment where he was at, meaning what avenue, because I'm on about 8 different platforms right now. So let's see where we go next. I'll put my camera back up here before I forget. There we go. Let's see where we go. In case you're wondering what the camera is, it's this camera. It's my looper. Here we go. Wow. I could say the word. There we go. I could say the word. I'm in a roll tonight. Well, that's 3 in a row. That's just like, yeah. I love it when that happens. So, yeah. Let's see where we go next. For anyone who's never heard that song before, that song is called Activation. And I'm just going to jot down those numbers. Thank you. And just before I start using a looper, that song started. The energy was amazing. And then in late February, beginning of March, I ordered my looper, which took until June to come in, but I did rent a similar unit for a couple of months. But when I started using the looper, it took it to another level. And then August of 2021, I was playing that song. And I was playing it again and again and again. And what was happening, the frequency was getting so high that I saw the native ancestors dancing. Yeah, just saw them dancing, and I was like, holy shit. Yeah. And it just, my music activates me. It moves me all the time. Of course it does, because I'm not separate from my music. I'm one of the same. And that's the thing, that if I think my music's outside of me, no, it comes from my heart, from my soul. And there's no separation of who I am and what I get to do to share to the entire world. And I'm looking forward to getting out there more and more. I've been doing, this is my comfort zone, is where you guys see me. But I know, in fact, while I'm playing this evening, they were telling me, you need to start playing in public, allowing these people to come and experience you in person. And last August, I went to Soulogy Fest in the Ozark Mountains at Mulberry Mountain for Soulgy Fest 2022. That was huge for me because I really stepped outside my comfort zone, meaning my home. This is my comfort zone, is my home. And, you know, to fly there, to be around people, because and this is one thing that this community continuously shows me, is that, you know, I'm thinking, okay, people are going to want to come maybe talk to me and try to carry on conversation. And it's just not in my, it's not able to. And then there's times when I can. It's just, I just take my, each and every day as it comes. But performing at Soulgy Fest was life-altering within all of me. And I'm going back to Soulgy Fest this year, December the 8th to the 10th. I'm one of the performers there. It's going to be magical this year. Based on the response that Todd has had, he estimates there's going to be about 500 attendees actually at the Soulgy Fest in Houston. It's just south of Houston, so that's just the feedback he's getting from people. We got Dr. Joe Delaney, who's coming in from the UK. There's another sister, I can't think of her name, I can see her beautiful face. She's coming from Denmark, I believe it is. If I'm incorrect, my apologies. I'm coming from Vancouver. Like, when I say this, people say, oh, you're coming from Canada. Yeah, I'm coming from Canada, but I'm coming from BC, Canada, you know, because this is the province I live in. Canada's huge, just like it is. The US is huge. So, you know, I'm coming from BC. The other day, there's a possibility that there's another brother which I would love to physically meet. Maybe coming. He's an incredible singer-songwriter. Have you guys ever had an opportunity? Yeah. When I say this, I'm chuckling to myself because last year when I was at Soulogy Fest, I met Ashley Lee for the first time, and I gave Ashley Lee my albums, and she says, "Oh, I got something for you," and it didn't register to me until about a week ago, because Paul and I we're now know who each other is, and Paul's music, and Paul Luftenegger, I'm trying to pronounce it correctly, Luftenegger. I'm very close. I know that. And I was listening to something because my beautiful sister, Kate Lumley, has spoken very highly of him. And I'm chuckling to myself because I've got his 2 albums sitting right here in my home, thanks to Ashley Lee, signed by this beautiful, beautiful being. But there's a possibility that Paul may be coming to Soulogy Fest as well, which will be friggin' phenomenal. Of course, Ty Hundle and his music, that is, and everything that he is. He's looking after the sound, which he's been for the last, since Soulogy Fest started. And it just, to be amongst people, like last year I met so many people, and I'm more comfortable this year going to Soulage Fest because now I've already met some of these people, and it's like we can't wait to hug each other. And there's other people that have not met me yet, but yet we know each other online. You guys get to know me more so than I get to know you. I follow some of you guys and try to keep in tabs with a lot of people, but I don't know. I've not seen you speak or talk. And that's how I get to know people, but yet I got to know them different ways. But anyway, I know a couple of sisters. One's from Massachusetts, is coming. I love her cat. I really do. His name is Oliver. There's a possibility she's coming with a friend. There's another lady who lives Austin. I think it is Austin, Texas. She's coming. And so it's going to be so cool to meet these other people that I've not had the pleasure of meeting yet. And this is an opportunity for Soul Family to come together and just greet each other physically and hug and express our love and gratitude for each other. Yeah. Luftenegger. I'm sorry, I'm looking at his name, trying to pronounce it correctly. But anyway, I need to go be quiet. And I thank you for being here an hour later. And blessings, brothers and sisters. And I'll see you next month. Tomorrow's August 1st. Wow. Anyway, hugs and loves, everybody. See you all soon.